Hello students. Last time we studied about the lesson number 9 carbon compounds. We learn in this lesson about hydrocarbons, two types saturated and unsaturated. Then functional groups in carbon compounds, homologous series and its characteristics. These points we learned in the last lecture. Today we start and continue the next point of this lesson number 9 carbon compounds. Nomenclature system of carbon compounds. Very important point. So there are two systems. Which is the first one? Now see that. The first system is system of common names. We have seen that today millions of carbon compounds are known. Initially, when the number of known carbon compounds was small, scientists named them in a variety of ways. Now, those names are called common names. So, question is asked here. What is meant by common names? What is common names? So you mark the answer properly. Where is that answer? Now check that. Mark from here. Initially, when the number of known carbon compounds was small, scientists named them in a variety of ways are called up to ways, and after that you write are called what? Common names. Clear? Next. For example, the sources of the names of the first four alkanes. Last time we learned about the alkane series, alkene series and alkyne series with their general formulas. So first four alkanes we know the names. First one is a methane, second is a ethane, then propane and butane are different. The names of alkanes thereafter were given from number of carbon atoms in them. Two isomeric compounds. You know the meaning of isomers. Same molecular formula but different structures called as isomers. So two isomeric compounds having a straight chain means all carbon atoms arranged in a straight line, or a branch chain, one or more carbon atoms is not in chain, that is called as a branch chain, in their structural formulae are possible for the molecular formula C4H10. C4H10 means what? Butane. Hydrocarbon containing 4 carbon atoms, that is called as what? Butane. The difference and the interrelationship in them was indicated by naming them as N-butane. N means normal butane and I-butane means isobutane. So we learn about these two structures, how the structures are possible. Next. So question given for us here. So I will show the structures of both these two. See here. First one is methane. So only one carbon and 4 hydrogens. This is the structure of what? Methane. Second alkane is ethane. So 2 carbon atoms in a chain or in straight line. A remaining valence is satisfied by hydrogen, that is a C2H6. All are getting? This is molecular formula of methane, first alkane. Second alkane is molecular formula is C2, 2 carbon and 6 hydrogens. So what is this? It is a ethane. Molecular formula of methane is what? 1 carbon and how many hydrogens are there? 4, CH4. Now I will show the third one. Third one is a propane. 3 carbon atoms in a straight chain or straight line, no any other possibilities, and remaining valencies are satisfied by hydrogen atoms. So name of this hydrocarbon is what? Propane. This is a structural formula. Molecular formula is C3H8. Clear? Now in case of butane, there are two possibilities. First possibility is all 4 carbon atoms in a straight line, remaining valency satisfied by hydrogen. So we are writing the hydrogen atoms here like this. What is molecular formula? Molecular formula of butane is C4H10. Count it. C4 what? H10. This is a structural formula of butane. So all 4 carbon atoms in a straight line. So it is called as what? N-butane. That is the normal butane. And second possibility is only 3 carbons in a line or in a straight line or straight chain, and 1 carbon atom is not in this straight line, it is a branch one. So remaining all valencies are satisfied by hydrogen. So molecular formula is same but structural formula is different. So what is this called as? This is called as ibutane, means isobutane. Isobutane means isomer, same molecular formula but different structure. So N-butane, that is showing on this left hand side, and on this right hand side we are showing, I will showing here, that is isobutane. Getting the concept? Next one. So question given for us, use your brain power. Nothing is omitted in today's video from our portion. First question is given, draw 3 structural formulae having a molecular formula C5H12. We know the name. 5 carbon atoms present in hydrocarbon compound, then that is called as what? Pentane. Clear? What is the name? Pentane. So we are drawing the all possible structural formulas that is given in question. Draw 3 structural formulae, and after drawing that structural formulae we are naming them N-pentane, 1 or I-pentane. I means isopentane, and third possibility is neopentane to the above 3 structural formulae. Use the same logic as used in the names of the isomeric butanes for this purpose. So that we learn here. Already I shown that isomers are 2 different structures of butane by using the same criteria, same logic, and we are naming the structures of this pentane. Third question given for us, draw all the possible structures, all possible structural formulae having a molecular formula C6H14. Now 6 carbon atom present here, so name is hexane. Give names to all the isomers. Which difficulties were faced by you while naming in case of this hexane? Clear? So first of all we learn about these 3 questions. I will show the answer of all these 3 questions on separate paper. Now check that. So first one. So already given here what is common name, we know the answer. So names of the first four alkane, see here again. Methane, first one is a methane. Structure formula is given here. Ethane, second structure formula. Then propane, this is a propane, and two isomeric compounds of butane, that is a N-butane, means normal butane, that is showing here. And one more is that what? Isobutane, I-butane, that is showing here. Clear? This is a structure. See this carefully. Next, use your brain power. Page number 121 in your textbook. Draw three structural formulae having a molecular formula C5H12, means C5. 5 carbon means what? Pentane. The structural formulae of isomeric compounds having a molecular formula C5H12 are. So first of all 5 carbons be arranged in a straight line, and remaining all valencies are satisfied by 12 hydrogen atoms. Count it. 12 hydrogen atoms are not there. So we are counting it. So there are 12 hydrogen and 5 carbon atoms. So all carbon atoms in a straight line, so called as what? Normal or N-pentane. Second possibility, only 4 carbon atoms in a straight line and one is a branch one. So that is called as what? Isopentane, or shortly called as I-pentane. Third possibility, only 3 carbon atoms in a straight line and 2 carbons are branched to the middle one, and remaining all valencies are satisfied by what? Carbon. All valencies are satisfied by hydrogen atom. So this structural formula is called as what? Neopentane. Clear? Check these formulas again. So these are the 3 different structures of pentane, that is C5H12. First one is N-pentane, normal pentane. Second one is isopentane, and third one is neopentane. So in second question given here, what? Give the names. So I'll give the names N-pentane, 1 or I-pentane, and neopentane to the above 3 structural formulas. So already we give the names to these 3 different structures. Clear? Next. Third question given for us. Draw all possible structural formulae having a molecular formula what? C6H14. C6 means what? 6 carbon atom present in the hydrocarbon compound called as hexane. Give names to all the isomers and which difficulty. Now this is the second part. First part we are drawing, and second part of this question is which difficulties were faced by you while naming it. So first part of this question, the structural formulae and names of all possible isomers having a molecular formula C6H14 are as follows. So first one is what? All 6 carbon atoms are in a straight line, so called as what? N-hexane. 5 carbon atoms in a straight line and 1 carbon atom is attached to the middle carbon. So I will showing the numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we joined 1 carbon atom to the second carbon in that straight chain. So it is called as what? Now check. So 5 carbon atoms in a straight line, so called as a pentane, and 1 carbon attached to the second one. So it is actually methyl group CH3. So this CH3 group attached to the second carbon, so called as what? 2-methyl. Why we are naming 2 here? Because the CH3 is one carbon attached to the second carbon in that straight chain of 5 carbons. That's why name is 2-methyl pentane. Next one. Third structure is showing. Now 5 carbon atoms in a straight line and one carbon attached to the exactly middle. So what is the number? We are giving number here to the carbons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from left to right. Right to left also we are numbering it. So 1, 2. So this carbon attached to the third carbon atom in the structure. So what is the name? 3-methyl pentane. And next possibility is only 4 carbons in a straight line and 2 carbon attached to the joined to the 2 carbon in the middle. Check that. From left to right numbering 2 and 3, from right to left numbering 2 and 3. So to the carbon number 2 and 3 we are attached G or joined the 2-methyl group. So name is this CH3 group is attached to the second and third carbon atom in the straight chain of 4 carbon. Straight chain of 4 carbon means butane, and 2 carbon attached to this second and third carbon atom in the structure. So name is 2,3 dash dimethyl. Di means what? 2. Di means 2. 2-methyl group attached at the carbon number 2 and 3. So name is 2,3-dimethyl butane. Next. One more possibility is that 4 carbon atoms in a straight line and we are attached to the carbon to the same carbon atom in the straight chain. From left to right we are numbering it, so carbon number 2, and from numbering from right to left, so carbon number what? 3. So which is the minimum number that we are taking at the time of naming the structure. So both the CH3 group or carbon attached or joined to the what? Second carbon. So name is 2,2-dimethyl, and how many carbon in a straight chain? Only 4, so called as butane. 2,2-dimethyl butane. So these are the possible structure of hexane. Clear? Now, second part of this question, which difficulties were faced by you while naming? So answer, check the answer of this. For smaller carbon compounds, it is easier to use their common names. However, when the structural formulae of carbon compounds are large, it becomes difficult to assign them common name. In this case, the branch chains in the structural formulae made it difficult to assign them common names. So, the second naming system is the IUPAC nomenclature system makes it easier to name large carbon compounds. Clear? So, next one. Next point we learn about the naming system, nomenclature system. So first is already over, that is system of what? Common name. Next. Second one, IUPAC nomenclature. So in full form of IUPAC is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, in short IUPAC, put forth a nomenclature system based on the structure of the compounds, and it was accepted all over the world. There is a provision in this system for giving a unique name to all the carbon compounds. Let us see how some straight chain compounds containing one functional group are given IUPAC names, and let us also see their common names. There are 3 units in the IUPAC name of any carbon compounds. First first unit is parent. Parent means parent alkane. Then next one is suffix and then prefix. By using these three units, we are naming the carbon compounds with the help of IUPAC system. So in short, prefix, then parent alkane and then suffix. So we learn in detail about this system. An IUPAC name is given to a compound on the basis of the name of its parent alkane. The name of the compound is constructed by attaching appropriate suffix and prefix to the name of the parent alkane. The steps in the IUPAC nomenclature of a straight chain compound are as follows. So we learn about these steps. First step is given here. Draw the structural formula of the straight chain compound and count the number of carbon atoms in it. Means how many carbon atoms are present. According to that, we are naming it as alkane. We know the names of alkane series start from methane, ethane, propane up to the 10 carbon atoms, that is the decane. Last time, see that chart carefully. The alkane with the same number of carbon atoms is the parent alkane of the concerned compound. Write the name of alkane first, that is a parent alkane name. In case the carbon chain of the concerned compound contains double bond, so change the ending of the parent name from alkane, that is ANE, change to ENE. So alkane converted into alkene in general. If carbon chain in the concerned compound contains triple bond, change the ending of the parent alkane, so A from ANE to YNE, means alkane is converted into alkyne. These are the general names. Now see in this first table. Structural formulas are given, straight chain and parent's name. How we decide the parent's name? So CS3, CS2, CS2 in the first. So 3 carbon in the compound in the structure. So 3 carbon means what? Propane. CS3, CH2, OH. How many carbons? Only 2 carbons. So ethane. CS3, CH2, COOH. How many carbon atoms are here? 3. So propane. CS3, CH2, CH2, CHO. How many carbon atoms? So 4 carbon atoms, so called as a butane. CS3, CH2, CH2. How many carbon? So 3 carbon, but in case of second and third, double bond is present. So 3 carbon means propane, but double bond is there present. So instead of propane, the parent name is propene. Next, CS3C triple bond CH. So 3 carbon, but carbon second and third there is triple bond. So 3 carbon means propane, but triple bond is present. Then what? ANE replaced by YNE. So propyne. Clear? This is the first step. Now in second step, if the structural formula contains a functional group, replace the last letter E from the parent alkane by the condensed name of functional group as the suffix. Exception case is given. The condensed name of the functional group halogen is always attached to the prefix, means initially. So we are learn in detail in the next table about the step number 2. Step number 3. Number of carbon atoms in the carbon chain from one end to other. Assign the number 1 to the carbon in the functional group CHO, means aldehyde, COOH means carboxylic acid if present. So this carbon item also considering when we are assigned the numbering system. Otherwise, the chain can be numbered in the 2 directions, from left to right and right to left. Accept that numbering, which numbering system is the correct one, or we accept which gives smaller number to the carbon carrying the functional group. wherever the functional group attach in the carbon chain. So to that carbon, what is required? Smaller number, when we are giving the numbering from left to right or right to left. In the final name, a digit, that is the number, and a character, that is a letter, should be separated by a small horizontal line, that we learn in table number 9.20 on the next page. Underline last line. Usually numbering is not required if the carbon chain contain only 2 carbon atoms. Only 2 carbon atoms are present, then no need of numbering system. Clear? Next, see that step number 2 and 3 in this table. Structural formulas are given. CS2, CH3, actually mistake is there. CH3 is required here. CH3, CH2, OH. How many carbon atoms? 2. So 2 carbon means what? Ethane. Which functional group? OH means alcohol. So condensed form. Yeah, condensed name is used for this functional group is OL. So from the name ethane, E replaced by OL. So what is the name? Suffix is OL. E replaced by OL. So ethanol, ethanol. No prefix. So only 2 carbon. Prefix means numbers. Only 2 carbon atoms are present. So no need of numbering. Next one second. CH3, CH2, Cl. So Cl means chlorine. So we use the short form, yeah, condensed name chloro. In case of this chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine, in general halogens. So these words halo means chloro, bromo, iodo, that condensed name use in the first, that is used as a prefix, not at the last, before the name of parent alkane. So only 2 carbon atoms, then ethane. So instead of suffix, we use these names of halogens. Chlorine is present, then chloro, then chloroethane, like this. BrCH2CH3. Again, Br means bromine. That is also one halogen. So what we use condensed name? Bromo. Only 2 carbon atoms in the chain, so ethane. So what is the IUPAC name? Instead of suffix, we use this as a prefix, bromoethane. Next, CH3CH2CHO in the 4th structure. So 3 carbon atoms are present here. So parent name is, parent alkane is propane. Which functional group? CHO means aldehyde. So Al is the condensed name used. So in case of propane, E replaced by Al. So propanol, propanol. No any suffix, only no any suffix, no any prefix is used here. Next, CH3COOH. COOH means carboxylic acid is used. So OIC acid, this is a condensed name used at the time of IUPAC name. So 2 carbon atoms in this structure, so ethane. So last E is replaced by, what is the condensed name? OIC acid. So ethanoic, in we read this continuously. So ethane, OIC, so ethanoic acid. Next one is 6th structure is given, CH3NH2. NH2 is the amine functional group. How many carbon? Only 1. So methane is the parent alkane. So E replaced by amine. So methane amine. That is a IUPAC name. Second one, 7th one is given, CH3COCH3. So CO is the ketone functional group. So short form is used. Condensed name is ONE is at the time of naming the structure. So how many carbon? 3 carbons. So parent alkane is a propane and E replaced by ONE. So propane 1. So propanone is the IUPAC name. All are getting? So in this way, use this second step, IUPAC nomenclature, step number 2. Now next one is how we are using the prefix. Check this. Step number 3. Structure formulas are given. CH3, CH, CH3 and OH. OH is the alcohol functional group. Clear? So we are numbering from left to right 1, 2, 3. Check in this structure 1, 2, 3, or from right to left 1, 2, 3. So functional group OH is attached to which carbon number? Carbon number 2. So both the numberings equivalent or same. So what is the name? Propane. 3 carbon means what? 3 carbon means propane. Clear? So functional group is alcohol. So E replace this. E is replaced by OL. So what is the name? Propanol. But this functional group attached to which carbon number? Number 2. So in between these, what we write? Propane dash 2 all. Propan. Yeah, we are writing like this. 2 propanol. Like this. 2 propanol. Yeah, propane 2 all. Anyway, you write. See in the second example. Count the numbers of carbon atoms. Chlorine is attached here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbon atoms means what? Pentane. Check here. Pentane. But we are numbering from left to right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So chlorine is attached to 4th carbon atom, and from right to left we are numbering. So chlorine is attached to 2nd carbon atom. Which is the less number? So 2nd. So we are writing that correct structure. 2 chloro. Chlorine is attached to 2nd carbon when we are numbering from right to left. So correct naming is what? Right to left, not left to right. This numbering system is wrong. This is the correct one. So IUPAC name is 2-chloropentane. One more example given for us. Now check that. Check the number of, now it is a printing mistake, that is attached or bonded here. Clear? Like this. CS. So count the number of atoms. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 means what? Pentane. What is the parent alkane? That is a pentane. Clear? This C double bond O means which functional group? So ketone. So in case of ketone, what we use? Short form. Check here in the second table. CO, last one. Sorry. Check here. In case of ketone, ONE is used. So check there. 5 carbon means what? Pentane. So in case of pentane, E replaced by what? ONE. E replaced by ONE. Clear? Next. That is given here. And that functional group attached to which numbering system is correct? Check here from left to right or right to left. So here 2nd carbon and here 4th carbon. So this numbering system is correct. This is a wrong one. So ketone functional group is attached to 2nd carbon atom. So pentane 2 on. Yeah, we are writing like this. 2 pentanone. Anyway you write. Pentane 2 on. Yeah, 2 pentanone. So this is a third step. Clear all of you? Now some more steps are required for writing IUPAC names of compounds having a more complex structural units such as branch chain, carbon rings, heterocycles, etc. Study of these will be included in the next standard, further standards in 11th or 12th science. At the same time, also keep in mind that there is a practice of using common names of the carbon compounds which are frequently used in the laboratory. All are getting? Yes. So complete the table. This question given for us. Actually table number is given wrong here, not 19, that is a 21 on the next page. The table 9.21 shows common names and structural formulae of a few carbon compounds. Complete the table by writing their IUPAC names in the third column of the given table. Check that. So today we complete this table. This is the last point. Our today's lecture. We are completing this table. common names and IUPAC names. In the last third column, what we write here? IUPAC name of all these 10 compounds. So I will show the answer, how to find out the answer as per the steps. Check that. So in short, already I'm writing here IUPAC nomenclature system means what? The full form is given: International Union for Pure and Applied Chemistry. There are 3 units in the IUPAC name of any carbon compound, that is what? Prefix, parent and suffix. The steps in the IUPAC nomenclature of a straight chain compounds are as follows. So these steps are written in a short. Check that. In step number 1, what we are writing? Draw the basic carbon chain, that is straight chain, called as what? Parent alkane name. In first step, what we write? Parent alkane name. In second step, suffix is used. Suffix means what? Phrase after the parent alkane name. What we write? Now check that. What are the rules? Replace ANE. Suppose alkanes. Replace ANE from alkane by ENE if double bond is present. Replace ANE from alkane by YNE if triple bond is present. Replace the last letter E from the parent alkane by condensed name of functional groups. So you check that table of the functional group that we learned in the last lecture. In third step, see that prefix is used. Prefix means what? Phrase before. The position of a presence of functional group, in bracket what is given? Assign number 1 to that carbon in case of CHO means aldehyde group and COOH means carboxylic acid group if present. If these functional groups are present, so numbering start from these carbons. So give the number 1 1 like this and then count it and give the numbers. Otherwise, accept numbering which gives a smaller number to the carbon carrying functional group, and use a small horizontal line between a digit, that is the number, and a character means alphabet. Only 2 carbon atoms in a chain present, so numbering is not necessary, not required. The position of the double bond and triple bond, that we are also mentioning. Double bond start from which carbon? So minimum number is required to that carbon. So that numbering system is correct. So that is from left to right or right to left. Clear? So these are the steps are given here. Now check that. So I will show the answers here. Complete that table given on the page number 122. So question is already given. Now start from the first. Common name is given ethylene. Structural formula is CH2 double bond CH2. So this is the condensed structural formula. Actual structural formula is we are drawing here. So only 2 carbon atoms are present. So what? No need of numbering system. No need to write the numbering system. Don't write the numbers. So 3 steps are we are writing. Parent alkane. How many carbon here? 2 carbon means ethane. Suffix. So double bond is present. So ANE replaced by ENE. Ethene. And only 2 carbon atoms, so no numbering system is required. So if we are writing the numbering, that is also okay. So eth1ene, see that the name eth1ene, your 1 ethene, or as per the rule only 2 carbon atom present in a chain, so no need of numbering. So directly you write down that ethene. Clear? Second, common name is acetylene. Structural formula is given CHC triple bond CH. So we are drawing the structure like this. H bond C triple bond C and again single bond H. Parent alkane. How many carbons? So 2. So parent alkane name is ethane. Suffix. So ANE triple bond is present. Then what we are doing? ANE replaced by YNE ethine, and only 2 carbon present in this chain or in this given compound. So no need of numbering. So directly you write ethine. Clear? Next. Third one, common name acetic acid. Structure formula is given CH3COOH. So how to draw the structure? We are drawing this structural formula. This is a condensed structural formula. and actual structure formula we are drawing like this in our answer. So CH3 C double bond OOH. So what we learn in that steps? So if CHO and CHO means aldehyde group and the C double OH, that is a carboxylic acid group present in the compound. So we are starting the numbering from this carbon number 1. Here also giving 1. So 1 and then second is here. So parent alkane is 2 carbon atom is present in this structure. So name is ethane. Clear? Which functional group is present? Carboxylic acid. So we are joined here OIC acid. Clear? So E replaced by OIC acid, ethanoic acid. So numbering system. So already number is 1. So no need of write to that number. Ethane 1 oic acid. Yeah, 1 ethanoic acid. 1 means as a consider like a numbers. So simply you write ethanoic acid is the IUPAC name. Next one. Fourth one is given. Common name is methyl alcohol. Structural formula is given CH3OH. So only one carbon and this is a correct structural formula. So only one carbon means methane. Suffix is OH means what? Alcohol. So we are use the short form OL for this functional group. So E is replaced by OL. So methanol and only one carbon, so no need of numbering. So methanol is the IUPAC name of this methyl alcohol. Methyl alcohol is a common name and IUPAC name is methanol. Next, fifth one. Common name is ethyl alcohol. Structural formula is given CH3CH2OH. We are drawing the structure. So how many carbon atom present? So write down the parent alkane is ethane. Again functional group is alcohol. So we are use the condensed form of this functional group OL, that is alcohol OL. E replaced by OL, ethanol. And only 2 carbon present, so no need of numbering. So ethanol is the IUPAC name. Sixth one is given. Common name is acetaldehyde. Structural formula is given CH3CHO. We are drawing the structure like this. CHO is what? Aldehyde. So we are using the short form AL for this functional group at the time of we are find out the IUPAC name. So how many carbons? 1 and 2. So ethane. In case of aldehyde and carboxylic acid, we are starting the numbering from functional carbon. So carbon is present in that functional group. From that carbon, we start the numbering. So ethane, 2 carbon atom present. So parent alkane is ethane. Suffix, it is a aldehyde group. So use the short form AL. So E replaced by AL. So ethanol. And only 2 carbon atoms, so no need of numbering. So ethanol, check carefully, ethanol is the IUPAC name. Clear? Next one. Seventh one. Common name is acetone. Structural formula is given CH3COCH3. So we are drawing this structure and we are numbering from left to right and right to left. Clear? So 3 carbon atoms in a straight line. So propane is the name, parent alkane name. So functional group attached to which carbon atom? So both the numbering system is correct, left to right or right to left. Second carbon is the functional group, that is a ketone functional group. In case of ketone, we are using the short form ONE. Clear? So propane, E replaced by ONE, propanone. And use the prefix now. So this functional group attached to second carbon atom. So we are using propane 2-on or 2-propanone. We are writing like this way also. 2-propanone is the answer. Propane 2-on, yeah, 2-propanone. Clear? Next. Eighth one is given. Common name. Common name is ethyl methyl ketone. Structure formula is given. Ethyl, that is 2 carbon, methyl single carbon, and in between functional group ketone is present. So see the structure. So we are numbering from left to right and right to left. So which is the minimum number? 2 as compared to 3. So this Right to left numbering system is wrong, left to right numbering system is correct, because we are getting the minimum number to that functional group of the carbon. So parent alkane is butane. Why? Because 4 carbon atoms present in this structure. So parent alkane name is butane. Functional group is a ketone. So what we use? ONE. So E replaced by ONE. So butane on. And which numbering system is correct? Left to right. So functional group attached to the second carbon. So butane 2 on or 2 butanon. All getting? Anyway, you write the answer. Butane 2 on, yeah, 2 butanon. Second last, common name of the given structure is given here. Ethylamine formula is given, CH3CH2NH2. We are drawing the structure. Then how many carbons? So parent alkane name is ethane. Suffix. Now NH2 is the amine group. NH2 group is a which functional group? That is the amine. So E replaced by amine. So ethane amine. And that group is that functional group attached to the only first carbon atom. Where is that this NH2 group is attached? So according to that, give the number to that carbon atom as a 1. So no need to write the number 1. If you write then also okay. 1 ethanamine, yeah, ethanamine, that is also correct name. This is IUPAC name. Next one, and last structure is given here. Common name is given, N-propyl chloride. Structural formula is CH3CH2CH2Cl. We are drawing the structure. Now which functional group is here? Halogen, that is a chlorine. That is, we are using the word chloro. So that we are not used as a suffix. This functional group, especially in case of halogen, use as a prefix, not suffix. So parent alkane name is a propane because 3 carbon atom present. Now suffix, we are using the suffix? No, we are using the as a prefix, means initially we use the word chloropropane, and in case of prefix we use the number. Which numbering system is correct? Left to right or right to left? Left to right. If we are writing that number 3, chlorine is attached to number 3 when we are numbering from left to right, and right to left number 1. So 1 is the less number. So we are using that number 1. So 1 chloropropane. This is the IUPAC name of this last structure. So in this way we learn about the how to naming the structures, given structures, common name or structure formula. After drawing the correct structure, we are using these 3 steps: parent alkane, suffix and prefix. Then at the last we are getting the correct answer of the IUPAC name of the given structure. Clear all of you getting? So you write this IUPAC name after finding out in that table. At the last, this is our video number 20, and related to video number 20, assignment number 19. Related to this video number 20, what is the assignment number 20? So questions given here. What is common name? You write the answer. Exercise question number 3. Draw all possible structural formulae of compounds from their molecular formula given below. Molecular formulas are given here, so you try to draw the structure. Next question number actually 30, but in this question given in our exercise question number 5. Write the IUPAC names of the following structural formulae. 6 formulas are given here: A, B, C, D, E, F. Try to draw the structural formulae and find out the IUPAC name. Next, question number 31. This question in our exercise, question number 7. Now write the structural formulae of the following IUPAC. IUPAC names are given. How many are there? Total 8 are given. So structural formulae we are drawing with the help of this IUPAC name. This is our assignment number what? 19. All getting? So today we learn about the specially naming system of carbon compounds, common names and IUPAC names. All getting? So see the video carefully and try to understand, try to find out the answers of the given questions given here. Clear? This is our main topic, important topic. Thank you.